have been many reported encounters with ghostly apparitions in hospitals and medical facilities, and nurses are often the ones who witness these supernatural events. One such story is the haunting of the Old Changi Hospital in Singapore. During World War II, the hospital was used as a Japanese prison camp, and many prisoners of war were tortured and killed within its walls. After the war, the hospital was reopened and used to treat patients until it was eventually abandoned in 1997. Despite being empty and abandoned, many people have reported seeing ghosts and hearing strange noises within the hospital. One nurse, who worked there during the 1980s, reported several eerie encounters with the supernatural. One night, while she was doing her rounds, she heard the sound of a baby crying coming from one of the wards. She entered the room to investigate, but there was no one there. She checked all the other rooms, but they were all empty. Another night, she saw a figure walking down the hallway towards her. As it got closer, she realized that it was an old woman dressed in a hospital gown. The nurse tried to speak to her, but the woman vanished before she could say anything. The most terrifying encounter occurred one night when the nurse was alone in the hospital. She was in the pharmacy preparing medication for the next day, when she heard the sound of footsteps coming towards her. She turned around, expecting to see a colleague, but there was no one there. She continued to hear the footsteps, getting closer and closer, until they stopped right behind her. When she turned around, she saw a figure dressed in white standing right in front of her. She couldn't see the figure's face, but she could feel its cold breath on her neck. Terrified, she ran out of the pharmacy and didn't return until the morning. Despite the many ghostly encounters reported at the Old Changi Hospital, it has since been converted into a tourist attraction and a paranormal investigation site. Many people still visit the hospital, hoping to catch a glimpse of the ghosts that still haunt its halls. There have been numerous other ghost sightings at the Old Changi Hospital, including reports of shadowy figures, disembodied voices, and sudden drops in temperature. Some visitors have even reported being touched or pushed by unseen hands. In addition to the nurses' encounters, there have been other reports of ghostly apparitions in the hospital's wards. Visitors have reported seeing the ghost of a young girl wandering the hallways, as well as the ghost of a soldier standing guard in one of the rooms. The hospital's gruesome past has led many to believe that the spirits of the prisoners of war who died there still haunt the building. It's not uncommon for ghosts to be tied to traumatic or tragic events, and the Old Changi Hospital certainly has a dark and haunting history. Despite its eerie reputation, many people still visit the hospital either out of curiosity or a genuine interest in the paranormal. Some even claim to have had positive encounters with the ghosts, such as feeling a comforting presence or receiving a message from a loved one who has passed away. Whether or not you believe in ghosts, the stories surrounding the Old Changi Hospital are certainly enough to give anyone the chills. For those brave enough to visit, it's an opportunity to step back in time and experience the haunted history of one of Singapore's most notorious landmarks.